December 7th, 1941, the day that will live in infamy. FDR calls for Executive Order 9066. Japanese Americans will be forced to move inward, many living off the coast of California. Around 120,000 Japanese Americans were forced to leave their homes. Many were also arrested without evidence. Stores, businesses, and other property were impounded.
Hello, officer. What's this about?
With FDR's executive order of 9066, I must escort you to an inward location.
What about my family? What about my shop? I immigrated here from the United States for opportunities. I'm a U.S. citizen, and now I'm being stripped of my freedom? This is absurd.
You must leave under federal law.
Are you serious right now, bro?
Forgetting the Constitution, most of the Japanese were innocent but forced to relocate inward and later to newly established internment camps with very poor qualities. Camp residents lost around $400 million in property during this time period. Months later.
Welcome to your new home. You'll be staying here.
What's with all these people? Steve and Bob? What's with all these guards and this barbed wire?
Even people who are 1/16 Japanese, disabled, and little kids were evacuated. They were only allowed to bring what they could carry. All other belongings were disposed of. These camps were known as relocation centers.
Man, I'm thirsty. No water.
Oh, here are your food rations for the day.
Man, I'm starving. One apple? Man, come on now.
These camps usually resided in deserts away from civilization. Residents faced heat and wildlife. Houses were often not made for human inhabitants. However, this did not stop them from trying to establish themselves inside the internment camps.
Sometimes, at these internment camps, they would create a government. They would have rec centers. They would have newspapers. They also have churches, and they would also have schools, high school, and also elementary schools.
With this interaction also came violence from riots and strict guards.
Man, I hate this camp. I hate America.
What'd you say?
You stripped my freedom away from me.
Oh, really?
Relocation camps were so significant since most camp's members were citizens, loyal to the United States. Many Japanese Americans would enlist in the military to show their loyalty. But during the war, they would go home to their families still suffering in these camps. The government thought the Japanese Americans broke loyalty with the U.S., but it was really that the U.S. broke loyalty with Japanese Americans. The end.